What's up? How's it going, everybody? I hope y'all are doing well. There we go. Sorry, guys. There we go. Now I can see everything. How's everybody doing? Hope you are all right. Ugh. Hey, Angel. It's gotta be more than RICO charges for Carly. You would think. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Jason's motives for cooperating. Somebody's life better be at stake. Hey, SLJ. But yeah, this is just like exactly what Drew did for Carly, except now it's Jason. Except for he's not going to jail, he's just doing, you know, being an informant. My goodness. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Honestly, like, this story, I'm really rooting for these writers, but this story is such a letdown. Like, I'm hoping that it gets better and that there's just more that we don't know yet. He says something else. Wasn't it like RICO and racketeering or something? Just but more so for Carly. Because it was Jagger that said it was to protect Carly. Hey Kawan, hey Nikisha. Yeah, I hope there's more to it. We'll see. Yeah, I'm curious what Chris and Dan's plot was too. Because this seems, I don't know, not that thrilling. But yeah, this is just more of like a hangout stream, you guys. I feel like not a whole lot has happened. Hey, Sandy. I feel like not a whole lot has happened this week, so far. I mean, we had Curtis standing up from his wheelchair, which, you know, inevitably was gonna come. Blaze is now officially the face of deception, and her mother stepped in and made a big stance about her not having her personal life in the spotlight, leave her to be a woman of mystery. And Blaze was okay with that, and then Christina found out today that she was the face of deception because Blaze didn't let her know, and she felt some type of way about that. I think we watched Christina gas Nina up twice with the same conversation, so that was pointless. All this to build Carly and Jason as a couple, and most people don't want that. It's true. Yeah, it feels like Sam and Liz are over Jason as a love interest, so it is what it is. Guess it's a slow transition between the past and the present. It can be. I mean, it's going to take like a few months to really go into effect, like to be in full throttle of their stories. Blaze didn't even look at Christina when she came in. Yeah, that was sad. That's the reality of like a couple when there's someone in the closet, which sucks. I went through the same thing once too. From the other end of it, it was just like watching this person who was not out to their family and not out to their friends, and you know, the whole letting go of each other's hand. Like, I went through the same thing once, so yeah. And then also, I wasn't out to everybody either at that point. I was out to really close friends and my family, but I was still like miles away from like where the other guy was. Yeah, Blaze's mother doesn't want the public to know that she's gay, which is sad. But also, there are some situations where like a parent wants that because they're terrified that they're gonna get trashed by, you know, people that hate gay people, which is a sad reality too. Hey, Sabrina. Yeah, I really don't think that Blaze's mom is like super anti-LGBT, you know what I mean? I do get that she's just worried for her daughter. It's like, yeah, it's a big thing to sort of grasp, but I don't see her not really being okay with it. I see her more just scared of what it could do to her, what it could do to her daughter, and her career and all that stuff. That was that guy's loss. No, listen, we ended on good terms. It was just he moved. Like there was no bad blood because of that or anything. And he's out and he got married and he's got a happy life. Yeah, we just couldn't do the long distance thing. Had nothing to do with him being in the closet, but it was just his reality for a while. This is like a long ass time ago, okay? Like years and years and years ago. I was a youngin' myself. Blaze didn't even acknowledge Christina today. She just said, I noticed Christina. Christina told her family they were together, and Blaze told her mom a fashion magazine isn't going to care about gay. Yeah, that's true. I just think that she's probably more scared of like what Blaze's fans might think if they're, you know, sad. It's a sad reality that there's just people that are that bigoted and hateful, that who someone sleeps with in their bed is like a deal breaker of them being a fan. Hey, Nathan. Yeah, I'm not ready to like completely write off Blaze's mom. I do still think that a lot of what Blaze is sort of feeling about her is very much like her point of view based on assumptions that she's made in the past because of what happened to the uncle, which was cryptic at best from what she did know. So I don't know. I again, they need to have a conversation and get everything out in the open. She needs to talk about what happened to her uncle. She needs to talk about how does her mom feel about her being gay. She needs to just ask all the questions, and her mom needs to be willing to answer them. And I think that she will be. I just think she needs to sort of come to terms with the fact that yes, her daughter is gay. It's not some type of like reaction to what Link did to her. She, you know, I can't blame Blaze's mom for not knowing, because she doesn't seem like she's a very attentive mom and didn't pick up on the things. So has Blaze come out to the deception team? I don't think so. Maxie didn't seem to have a clue that Christina and Blaze were dating, so Hard to say. Maybe the uncle can help her come out. No, I don't know the guy from Santa Barbara. Oh yeah, they still need to find a face for Home and Heart. Watch it be Christina. That'd be so funny. Yeah, I don't know. All these deception storylines, they're not really doing a whole lot for me. Frankly, I would still rather just have Maxie leave Deception and join Crimson and get the magazine that she deserves. I will say, they do seem... This is completely not related to story or plot, but it feels like they're really actually trying with Kirsten Storm's wardrobe and makeup these days. I feel like they listen to us and they're starting to dress her better and make her look a bit more fashion-y, which I appreciate. There's still a lot of work to be done, but she do be looking better. Oh, man. According to Stella, Blaze is the first woman of color in the Deception ads. Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing. If, like, there's only been one face of Deception. Also, like, I still feel like Deception's still fairly new. But I think they were just referring to the cover and maybe not so much the ads. But who knows? Who knows? Either way, I actually that reminds me of something that I want to talk to you guys about today. Sorry, I am very tired, and if I'm messing up my words, that is why. But Tracy and Stella's interaction, I really enjoyed it today. Not something that I expected to see, but I'm here for it. And I'm here for the potential of Stella and Tracy playing backgammon. And Stella schooling her at it and humbling Tracy. I loved that conversation. You do too, Sandy? Yeah, I agree, Edmund. Maxie looked great today. She's been looking great like lately. I feel like the last few times we've seen her, she's looked really good. Yeah, Maxie looks like she cares about fashion. Exactly, Angel. Sorry, I'm going like up and down from the chat because I'm clearly missing some stuff. I think she. Oh, Sabrina, you think it should be Sasha? That would be helpful. I mean, she might as well. If she doesn't want to model, she can still promote the stuff. And I don't want to see Sasha become like a horse stable girl. Like, yeah, she can help out Cody, but your calling is more than horses, girl. Sasha was like the main model and there were smaller role models. Hard to say, I don't know. We know nothing about the inside of that magazine realistically, or that product, whatever it is. What do you think they're going to do with Sasha and Cody now that they've quit Deception? Especially Sasha, who's basically broke. Oh yeah, I guess we were already starting to talk about that, but yeah, I really don't know. I don't want Sasha to become a stable girl. Cody, I mean, he was doing fine before Deception. He wasn't there for very long. I mean, obviously what I want for Cody is for him to deal with the Max stuff, and it'll be interesting to see what they go with because we have new writers, but at the same time, it's all dependent on how and when John York recovers from his cancer situation. Oh, you think Gladys should come back? I miss Bonnie Burrows. I know that Gladys did Sasha dirty, but she's such a fun actress to watch. But I don't think we'll see her back. Sunny will push her out of town again. Yeah, let's have Sasha become a nurse. I'd rather her work in the hospital than be a stable girl. And the show can use more doctors and nurses. I find it interesting. What I've noticed in the hospital since Elizabeth and Patrick took over as writers is that they are throwing in a lot of extras that actually seem to know what they're doing in terms of acting as doctors. I wouldn't mind having some of them stay on and doing a bit more. Because the Lord knows the hospital needs doctors and nurses that we actually know and get to see as doctors and nurses, but also in their normal lives. Because we don't see enough. And I like seeing Elizabeth kind of be a nurse more. I think we're seeing her more in the hospital, and I'm here for that. Like, what else can Sasha do? Does she get to keep the stock? I think, didn't they mention that? Like, if Sasha quits, she loses the stock. I think that's what Lucy said when she quit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Sasha can be a nurse. Willow became a nurse in 2 months. Exactly. Yeah, I would love to see more like characters that we know become doctors and nurses so that we can see them in those sort of situations. Because as much as there's so many other aspects to General Hospital, like the mob and the police and all this other stuff, the heart needs to be the hospital, and it can't really be the heart unless you have like a solid enough characters to fill that hospital that we can see their lives and then bring everything kind of into that fold through the stories that they tell outside of the hospital walls. But we have to also be invested in those characters inside the hospital too. Oh, like Sasha with the family center that Christina owns. I mean, yeah, are we ever going to see Christina's youth shelter? Because, yeah, like maybe she could work there. If she's looking for a calling, why not? I would like to see that center on screen at some point. I just need to do something with Cody and Sasha because I wish I could have fast forward live TV while they were on. That's fair, yeah. I'm a bit nervous for them. Not that they were doing a whole lot under Chris and Dan beyond when Cody rescued her, and I really liked that story that they penned. Listen, I think that Chris and Dan occasionally told some real good ones, but it was a lot of the same stuff, and that was probably their downfall. Investing more in the sad thing about Chris and Dan was that watching these lives involved in the hospital. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's a show called General Hospital. They need to have the hospital there, and we need to see things going on in the hospital. I think we get oh my gosh, Terry. I think we get Terry back tomorrow, which is exciting. I've missed her. Alexis better look out. Tracy go and steal her man. Yeah. She might. I mean, not that he has a whole lot of time left, but like I don't know. I don't want to see like a rivalry between Tracy and Alexis. I think I don't know. I think Gregory has interest in both women. Which is a great place to be in when you're at death's door, I suppose. That you have women that you want and that want you for whatever time that you got. They too grown to do the will they or won't they. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Oh, do you think that the new brother is going to be a new rival for Alexis? Oh! I mean, I never thought about if they would actually bring the brother on as something more than fluff to get Alexis back into her career. I would hope not, because I don't know. I think that would just put her in a bad position again, but Alexis is a bit messy like that, so who knows. Angel. He's about to be in the arms of God, not Alexis or Tracy. Damn. But the guy deserves at least one last, romp before he completely kills over. I want Gregory to stay. I like the actor, but they can't undo his ALS. It would be such an insult and a slap in the face. And I mean, if they can bring Roger Howarth back as like two other characters, and Michael Easton as like 4 of them, they can bring back Gregory. Because that's the actor's name too, right? Gregory Harrison? Or something like that? The brother was supposed to be the new villain, but then they pivot to him being a hero. We're talking about Neil's brother, right? Is that what we're referring to? I guess he can play the brother of the guy who wants to frame Alexis. I mean, honestly, he can play whoever. Just make the character interesting and put some time and effort into building the character properly. Otherwise, we don't need a repeat of what happened to Roger Howarth. Austin was a failure, and he probably, if they had just invested in the character, he would probably have staying power. They should have. I mean, they mentioned that he was a Quartermain through Jimmy Lee Holt, and they didn't run with any of that. And now they killed him off, and we've never circled back to who done it. We never circled back to who did it, and I don't think that they will. They've barely mentioned him. Hey, de Havilland. I don't know if it's true. I heard Nicholas Chavez may not be back. I think there's rumors because he's not in the ending credits. But I feel like the credits, just in general, are not a great way to sort of, I don't know, to track that. But I think it's inevitable that Nicholas will leave the show at some point, if not right away, soon. I think that they'll bring him back to sort of wrap up his story if he decides to leave GH. I don't know what that will look like, but I don't think that they'll just end his time on there, because I don't think that they can technically let him go while they granted him like a break to shoot this other show. Hey Brooklyn, no, we haven't yet. We'll do that next though. What happened with him? He was evil with no purpose. How the son of two, the biggest. I don't even know. I'm thinking Valentine killed Austin and might be using that to hold over Ava. Do we think that Ava is in cahoots with Valentine? Was that actually heavily implied and I missed it? Because I think I've heard someone else kind of talk about that, but maybe I just missed that part. I was very confused as to why Ava was doing what she did with Sonny, like taking his phone away and making him come to see Dante tomorrow, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Nicholas Chavez's contract is up in July. Well, yeah, I think honestly it will ultimately come down to how much more he is wanted in the industry after his show. And I think collectively we all know Nicholas Chavez is freaking talented, and it wouldn't even surprise me even slightly for him to find success from the show and leave GH. And he deserves it, truthfully, because he walks circles around half the cast, let's be real. Speaking of mentioning someone, Nasty Nina has not mentioned Willow and the grandkids that she loves so much yet is desperate to get Sonny back. You right. She's completely forgotten about Willow. It's all about Sonny and getting him back. Willow be damned. What do I think about Jason protecting Carly? That's the leverage that John has over Jason. Yeah, we talked about that first thing, and I don't like it. I mean, it just feels like we're redoing the Drew story, but with Jason, only it's not jail time. It's literally just him being an informant for the FBI. He's just doing what he needs to do to protect Carly, and that's annoying. But I do want to kind of circle back to the Jason stuff in a bit. We'll quickly touch base on the Nina and Drew stuff, just because it was brought up. So people are under the impression that they're chem testing Nina and Drew. I really don't think that's the case, or at least I hope that's not the case. That'd be so messy if she did, and I feel like Nina would jump on him just to piss Carly off even more. But I like that they're calling each other out on their bull, because they need to keep each other in check and just point out their hypocrisy and their true motives behind certain things. And I'm glad Maxie also today was like, girl, you look desperate, and I miss the Nina that wasn't with Sonny because you lost yourself in that man. I think there's something to be said about the saying, and I think they even brought it up on GH, the best revenge is to just live your life and let go. Sonny don't want you, Nina. And I know Christina's in her ear being like, I think my dad misses you and stuff, which is annoying, but I mean, it's not gonna happen. Certainly not while he's spiraling. Ryan Murphy might use him again. Evan Peters is getting tired doing horror roles. Can't blame him, especially after Evan did freaking Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't mind. I don't think she have liked it. Nina and Drew were giving sexual tension in that office. I don't know. They did have a, like, oh, maybe we can work together after all. I feel like they're... Here's how I think things might play out if they decide to go the Nina and Drew route. I think that Carly will end up with Jason. That will piss Drew off. And Nina already hates Carly. And so Nina's gonna kind of goat him into pissing her off, I think. I don't know if I'm here for that story though, but that's where I would picture it going if they decided to sort of go the Nina and Drew route. Yeah, we still don't know who sent Ava that note and the picture of dead Austin and the gun. Yeah, no, we don't. It was just dropped. Because even the writers knew that we didn't give a shit. So, like, realistically, if they should have made Austin a much more interesting character and a lot more layered for us to care. But it was clear after like the first few months that they had no real game plan for Austin. Drew and Nasty Nina should go to Nixon Falls. Why not? Send them there. Christina's brain is goofy. I agree. We don't know because the subject of Austin is never brought up. Exactly. I just had a random memory. Y'all remember when Neki drugged Sunny to trick him into thinking they slept together? Oh, Nell drugged Sunny into... Yeah. Sunny didn't believe her. He said, I'm not attracted to you. Oh yeah, that's so funny. Maxie had a point. Stop fighting for Sunny to Nina. Maxie is right about Ava. Yeah. See, and that's the Maxie I remember. She could read people like a book. Alright? Like, if... And I still need some confirmation. Was it proven that Valentine and Ava are working together? And I missed that? Or is that just a theory? Because at the very least, I think that Ava is probably attracted to Sunny and wants him a little bit now that they've gotten a little bit closer. And that's where Maxie is right, that Ava is not the most reliable thing to count on. Made her Sunny's ambassador. Yeah, Christina's a mess. I know you discussed this, but when it comes to who Jason is protecting, it can't be just Carly. There's more to this, and fans need to stop being so damn spoiled. Certain fan bases stop whining. I mean, I would hope that it can't just be Carly. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like they might go all in with Carly and Jason as a couple anyway, and this would be one way to do it. Because she can't go back to Sunny, and she can't go back to Drew. And, like, who else is there at this point? Brendan's in jail. Jack Brendan now. No more John Brennan. I don't see them putting her with Jagger either. Maybe that person is the person who is blackmailing Ava. I mean, maybe. They have no real thought out story for a lot of people on the show. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, I hope that we see a bit more thought out plots soon. Even though the new writers have taken over, they do have to kind of like speak for Chris and Dan in a way to wrap up stories, or change them as they progress, because there were so many things already planned out, without it being too jarring, I guess. But like, for example, the Mac and Cody stuff, they have to circle back to that eventually. Now they can undo it potentially if they wanted to, but I don't know, it'd be tricky. Oh, you think it's Cyrus? He would just want Sonny in bed. Wouldn't doubt it. Also, can we talk about how now Anna is calling Cyrus a feeble old man? Anna's conversation with Sonny, she kind of let it be known to him that she's done looking the other way. But her reasoning being Cyrus and the fact that he beat him to a pulp is wild to me. As if we haven't seen him do much worse on this show. And that's the thing that broke her. I don't know. Like, first Jocelyn calling him like a weak old man. Like, y'all saw what he did to Trina and Portia, right? Before he went to jail. And Curtis. The Ashfords in general. And that was only a few years ago. Let's not act like he's been through hell and back. And didn't the writers, or not the writers, didn't some of the characters already kind of prove that Cyrus forced Austin to speak on his behalf? To call him out and saying he's really old and crippled is not going to hurt anyone? Don't people know that already? Still no continuity. Yeah. The game plan is Jarly. I wouldn't do liaison. I wish they would. Oh, you wish they would do liaison? Honestly, I don't want to see liaison. I've never liked them. Sorry if there is liaison fans. J-Sam, it's just too far gone at this point. And you guys know I was a diehard J-Sam fan too. When it comes to Jason and Carly, I just look at the cast and I think, well, who else are they gonna put them with? And to the point, like, when people are saying like Jason will always put Carly first and vice versa, they're not wrong. That's kind of been the downfall to any relationship Jason and Carly have had separately. So it's one of those things where it's like, might as well, everybody knows better now. Like, if Carly gets a man, he will still come like second to Jason. And if Jason finds a woman, unless he has an epiphany in his life, he's always going to put Carly and Sonny first, no matter what. Nobody knows what Austin did as far as I know. But I thought Dex found out and told Sonny, because Dex went there and found Austin there, did he not? They're friendly now. Trust me, Jarly is the destination. I hate that for us. I hate how Sam turned on Jason. Yeah, you know, I thought that Dante saying that Jason saved his life would soften Sam a little bit up on the Danny front. But I don't know if this was a choice, but I felt like Dante is looking at Sam like, you need to cool your jets on being so hard on Jason. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting from Dante. He just seems genuinely confused as to why she's so hard on him for putting Danny in danger. And again, I'm just confused as to why Jason didn't say, I did not mean to get Danny involved. He just showed up and found me, passed out in the boathouse, and since he already knew, I asked him to get me a first aid kit. Otherwise, I was going to die. Like, that probably would have salvaged this, and he just didn't bring it up. So Dex is going to be a police officer now. Or wow. Yeah, that to me feels like when they can't figure out something to do for a character, that's where they go. The PCPD. Well, Dex can't work for Sonny anymore, and Jason's back, and he's gonna end up being Jason's Sonny's right-hand man at some point again. We better put Dex somewhere else. Yeah, rest in peace, Epiphany. And sorry, I missed what you said earlier, Nikisha. You said Anna acts like she hasn't been crying on Sonny's shoulder for months about all the blood on her hands in her past. Yeah. The Pawtucket police found Austin. She's being crazy trying to keep Danny away from Jason. I wonder her toxic plasmosis is back. I don't think so. I think the plot that they're trying to get to by making Sam sort of enemy number one is rebellious. Danny is rebellious. They started with that. He was drinking, he's vaping, he's doing all this stuff that he shouldn't be doing as a young teenager, and he's keeping secrets from his mom now, and she's essentially just begging Danny to run to his father every chance he gets, because Sam's hatred for Jason right now is gonna have him feeling some type of way. Yeah, that's true, Nathan. She didn't even ask him questions about how Danny found him. Yeah, that's the frustrating part. Like, communicate. You're jumping down his throat as if Jason would willingly put his son in danger like that. And Sam arguably knows Jason better than most, if not everyone, because she was with him for so many years. Yeah, Dante did look at Sam a little crazy when she started blabbering about Jason and Danny. Yeah, like I think he's seeing the writing on the wall that this isn't gonna be a great thing for Sam and Danny's relationship. It's just gonna bring hell to their family life for no reason. Good Lord, he's a teenager. That's what some of them do. But that's what I mean, though. Like they're going all in on Danny kind of being this sort of reckless guy, right? And rebellious and defiant and all these things. And I think they're just bringing another layer to that by having Sam try to keep Danny away from his father, because when it comes to teenagers, the more you try to take something away from them, the harder they're gonna go towards that thing. So that's where that writing is going, or that story is going. Scout in a few years will be sneaking out. Sam acting like she's perfect. Girlfriend was a con artist. Yeah, and it's funny because Sam and Dante had that conversation about Sam's past, that she had a colorful past. And we've seen a lot of that play out on screen, some of it through sort of flashbacks, the cons that she used to run during the Everyday Heroes storyline back in the day. I remember we seen like quite a violent flashback of Sam getting attacked by one of the rich men she conned, and he like snapped her wrist and threw her across the table, and she had to shoot him with a shotgun, and that was wild. And her boss Amelia was that guy's daughter, I believe. And the actress who played Amelia passed away not that long ago, which is sad. Alright, what else to discuss, guys? I don't think there's not much left that we haven't touched on yet. Did I miss anything? Oh, one thing I wanted to bring up. Dante's getting some of his like clever, like funny side back to him, even though he's like kind of struggling right now. Dante making a comment about how he walked through the halls with his robe undone. Like, I missed seeing that funny side of Dante. We barely see that, so I hope that the writers kind of bring that side of him back. Make these characters have layers again and make them more interesting. I feel like a lot of the characters on the show lost their spark, and I'd like to see some of it back. There's nothing wrong with character growth and stuff, but there was no reason to take away Dante's humor. There was no reason to take Maxi's fashion and love for fashion and style, all these things. It's like, no, bring back the characters so that we can recognize them again. They don't need to be acting like they're in their 20s again or anything, but they need to have that bit of fire to keep them interesting. Heather? What about Heather? I think, well, Heather's on tomorrow, I think. We haven't seen Heather this week. But I think Laura is going to sign on as our guardian or something like that. We'll see how that goes. Sam was the reason Shiloh came to town. I don't even remember. Like, how did that happen? I thought Shiloh was just in town. Like, didn't Christina somehow just end up at Dawn of Day and it had nothing to do with Shiloh? Like, wasn't he already in town and it just kind of played out that way? Oh, also, Carly and Willow had a conversation about Jason. I realize it's in my thumbnail, and we haven't even talked about that scene. Carly just kind of confronting Willow on that was interesting, and I'm glad that Willow was truthful and being like, that was not fun, but Michael loves Jason, and I'm his wife, so I gotta support him on that. And Carly really liked that, and I'm like, I don't know. Willow, listen to your own instincts and do what you need to do. Sam conned Shiloh's dad back in the day. Oh. I forgot about that part of the story. That's right. That's right, SLJ. Yeah, I forgot about that part. I think I mostly just tried to block Shiloh and Dawn of Day out. That story was another one that went on for far too long. I think Carly's being framed on those RICO charges. Is she, though? Oh man. Yeah, I need Willow to just leave Michael and just have a better life. There's no such thing as a good life with Michael Corinthos. Well, I can't think of anything else to really talk about on the GH front. I am hoping the rest of the week is a bit more interesting than it has been. Thursday and Friday's episodes, we'll see. I won't be live streaming Sunday, so keep remembering that. Next Wednesday is the Wednesday before my show. My show is on Thursday. My concert's on Thursday. I don't want to say I'm not going to live stream. It just comes down to if we're going to have like a last minute rehearsal the night before. We are rehearsing this weekend, of course. And I'm in my brain so far, I'm seeing that as probably likely the last night we'll get to rehearse as a band before the show. But we'll see. What are y'all saying in the chat? Jason asked Ned to make a call to get Sam out of prison so she can be a mother to her kids. What about those two men that got killed in the car bomb after Carly and Jason's wedding? Oh, I forgot about that too. I think that when the mob had the meeting and Carly was in charge, somebody was wearing a recorder. My bet is Cyrus. Oh, that would be an interesting twist. No back from the family. Good night, Dion and everyone. Good night, SLJ. She forgot that she would still be rotting in prison if it wasn't for Jason. What do I think of Sam and Liz's epiphany when it comes to Jason? You think it's BS and hogwash when it comes to Sam, but I could care less about Liz. I mean, I think Elizabeth just doesn't have all the information. She doesn't know why Jason was gone. She knows significantly less than a lot of the other people in Jason's life knows. So I don't really mind Liz's point of view on Jason right now. And I think that she's being incredibly fair given what little she does know. Sam, I don't know. They're doing a little bit too much with that, with Sam and her hatred for Jason. It seems a bit too extreme, and I think it's really just to force the plot of Danny running to Jason for everything and that giving Sam that kind of story. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna call it here, you guys. I'll keep you posted on whether I live stream next Wednesday. At the very least, I will try to live stream at some point next week. Whether that's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll probably know by the end of this weekend whether I'm going to be rehearsing the night before the concert. But I'll try to check in before the Wednesday if I don't live stream on Wednesday. It can't be the Sunday, but potentially Monday or Tuesday. But alright, y'all. Thanks for watching the live stream. I will see you guys next week at some point. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy GH the rest of the week. Let's hope it's more interesting than the first 3 episodes this week. Alright, good night, y'all. Mwah.